Okay, so I just love having animals. They get into the strangest things. Make it a challenge to get things done, right? Anyhow, I had intended on going live a couple of times today, and not a thing got done because instead I was at the shopping store getting ready for the school. Getting ready for school. Ah! Yay for the parents and for the anyhow. I don't know what reaction you are. I just know that for me, it's yay because all the sales come out. And I love these kind of sales. I did not invest in any notebooks, which I traditionally do, and they might not actually show up for another couple of weeks, in which I will invest in them because they're very affordable at that point, like 20 cents usually, something like that. Anyhow, for right now, it's storage. Lots and lots of storage. So today happened to be the end of a sale, and a huge one at that. And because I don't have my own transportation right now, I had to take advantage of what I had. So we went to the store and I spent time and I got storage units. I crashed down a couple of displays in the process, but oh yeah, and a half a rack of a table of cookies went in front of the store security, and I was so thankful that I had so many people. I only stopped. I was in a cart. Some people call it a buggy, and I stopped there because I was literally I couldn't see. There was these storage bins, and then another package of bins, and then I've got my toilet paper right here, and even my service dog Bella was like this trying to see around it. I mean, I was like, yeah, I can see, no problem. Crash right into the cart, right into the table with a bunch of cookies for sale. I was like, oh my goodness. So, crash went the cookies, and anyhow, needless to say, I got help to get out an hour later and realized, oh shoot, I'm really running late. I'm supposed to go for a dog walk. And so an hour and a half later, we were back home with storage units. Yay! And I got excited because I learned about how to put this into a full-fledged business and getting ready to get my studio together. I have a place already set up. I envision it already. I know it. I'm declaring it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to get this. End of story. There's no excuses. Yeah. And I'm already writing out the plans of exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to get things done. And I just went to my financial coach, and I told her this is it. And I actually was videoing with her, live video, and showed her everything. I did not, however, show her the bear, which since I've made it, I realized this actually is a good kind of therapy bear for kids with disabilities, having one side of feeling and then another side of, a way for them to communicate, you know, different ways, they can touch or they can point. I was like, oh my goodness. And I thought about it, and it's like, yeah. And I know exactly how to do it. And there's this way, and then there's fabric, and I have to create them both, and then I'm going to present them accordingly. I was just like, yes. So that's one piece. And then I've talked about the bear in the basket. Yay, the bear in the basket. See? And he got a nice little home to put him in. Now, this basket took me forever, and it was hard. But remember, the reason why these were hard is because they're my own patterns. I created them, and I teach these things too. So this is basically called upcycle or repurposed 6-pack plastics. Repurposed into this. Yarn is wrapped around it. It's called tat. I tatted this, and I teach tat. This is crochet called amigurumi, or creating crochet stuffed bear. You can also do knit. And I created this, and I teach this as well. I also teach the art of Ren Fair cosplay different pieces. This is a hot plate and trivet and decorative piece where you can hang it on the wall. And the storage pieces, I thought these were genius. Oh my gosh, let's see. I've already put all my candles, my little candles, they're like tea lights. I put them in here. And what I do is I light the tea light and then I melt the seal off of the bottle caps so that I can create these pieces. I'm going to teach this eventually here. So that's what I've been doing. Oh yeah, and I was told, given a few hints by my dear friend Heather, who is a brand strategist. And I can help you get hooked up with her if you need help with a brand strategist. And she told me some keys. She challenged me to go live. Well, by the time everything was said and done today with the sale and with the rest, because I was exhausted after being up late and after getting up early, and you know how that all goes. So I ended up at my meetings. When I'm at my meetings, I can't go live, but I can do the written work, which is what I did. I created a bunch of posts and I posted them, but I didn't go and do my lives. I didn't have time. I had to take care of the other things, but I did get everything else pretty much taken care of. I still have to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day. We do the recycling, garbage, and compost. And I have to keep remembering, I lived in Salem, Oregon for a while. We don't do things in Salem like we do in Portland. In other words, you don't separate out everything. And it's hard concept to grasp for me that this recycling thing isn't being taught. We're not being taught to turn trash into treasure. I mean, wow, hello. This is repurposed stuffing. Um, uh, Polyester and fiber fill, and this is all repurposed, clean, but according to industrial standards. And oh my gosh, I'm just so, I cannot tell you how proud I am. This is like my there's a word for it. It's my very first one to show others. There's a word for it that just out my head. Anyhow, so I'm just really thrilled about these. I'm going to be also creating hair pieces. And if all goes correct, I'm wanting to specialize in helping with disabilities and encouraging women to embrace their challenges in life. And it can be difficult. It really can. And I acknowledge that. Trust me. I've been here, done this. So I've also found some tat creations for jewelry and art pieces. And I'm really liking that too. And thinking about doing art decor with repurposed materials. It was also a challenge to me to go out and speak to some companies that deal with these things. There is one that's close, but they don't deal in the stuff that I'm talking about dealing with. I found a house that I'm really in looking at getting. I'm declaring it mine. I just have to put the work in to get it. I am declaring that it is mine and that it is here and that it is now. It's mine. The car, I have a truck already set up. It's mine. And I see them both being mine in October. But I have to be putting everything together until then. Now that October deadline is the end of this 90-day challenge. So I am thrilled about this whole process. And now that I've kind of put it all together, I have an end price for all of this work. And that to me is a profitable business when you can get things that will deal with the business and keep it profitable and going. This is huge. Already spoke to the bank, already know all the process that I'm going to go through, and I'm going to share that in future videos because I am keeping these at 10 minutes or less. Until next time, you have a great day.